Is President Nayib Armando Bukele violating the human rights? Since the appointment of the Salvadoran president Bukele, the crime rate has reduced to zero. Since May of 2022, it has been recorded that in 365 days there has been no homicide in the Salvadoran country, in the Central American country. This crime reduction is due to the mass arrest of 65,000 people in the country, mostly people that were part of gangs. Now, this is where the Human Rights Association comes in, demanding Bukele for questions because of the mass arrest and the poor treatment these prisoners are receiving since their detainment. And Bukele answered to all this by saying we can arrest whoever we want. So, why is a vast majority being detained? So, to give you some context to everything, El Salvador and Honduras for the past few decades have been the most homicidal countries in the world. The United Nations confirmed that there was a mass arrest of 65,000 people just in El Salvador alone, and the jails are overpopulated right now. And to this, Bukele answers to the concerns with how they're being treated and what is the reason to why they're being treated like that. So in this video, I'll just summarize what he said, and it's the honorary people in El Salvador who had to deal with all this crime, living in fear for decades, will be put first. So in terms of food, the honorary citizen will be served chicken, rice, and beans. And if there's any leftovers, he will think about feeding the prisoners.
El presidente del Salvador, Nayib Bukele, amenaza con no dar de comer.
All right, so the authorities. The 60,000 people detained were arbitrated for not complying. All of them were rejected rights such as the right for a lawyer, the right to know why they were being detained, and yes. Now the human rights is mad because of the detainees being avoided to any sort of rights, and just simply because of the way they're being treated in these cells. So, have any been released? Since these mass arrests, 3,000 people have been released, and the databases confirm that, the databases released provide the sex, age, name of the people prosecuted. So, since all this has been going on, the Salvadoran American citizens have been quite concerned for what's going on back at home. And the United States Department, has issued a file stating that it is unknown on how many U.S. citizens are currently behind bars at the moment in El Salvador. But as of now, nothing has been done over this situation, and there are actually quite a few Americans that are happy for what's going on, like Florida State Senator Marco Rubio stating that Bukele is a true Democratic leader. So, here's my thought on it. I agree with what Bukele is doing these mass arrests, eliminating all crime possible in El Salvador, making it a safe place. But you can't ignore the fact that El Salvador is a country that has been in poverty for many years. And most of these families that were involved in these mass arrests, it's not like they had any other choice to live the lifestyle they were living. Like, most of them had their lives threatened, so they had to be part of the gangs, work with the gangs, or some other people just had no other source of income, and they had to do what they had to do. So I think there's a little bit of unfairness going on in here, and I think the Bukele office should take a deeper look into all the people they have arrested and yeah, maybe be given the right of a lawyer, just to truly assess the nature and all the people arrested. So like over here, this is a protest of a Salvadoran woman saying, Alicia is my sister. She's an entrepreneur and a mother, but not a criminal. Thank you for your time.